auntie. Rami Hotia. These three don't have the Kway Teow. Food Finders! Hey, and welcome back to another episode of Food Finders. Today we're gonna check out 3 heritage spots in Singapore 30 years or older. Mainly because we're hearing so much news these days of all these places closing down, not being able to cover rent, manpower issues, and just a whole bunch of challenges to just maintain business in today's Singapore environment, which is not very friendly, okay? China, please relax. I know you're coming, but just tone down, okay? Not everyone's used to China level speed and volume. We're really interested to see if these heritage places will continue or will be able to continue lasting for the long run, right? Are we gonna see some silver foxes still over there grinding away? And if we do, how long will they last? But without further ado, let's go check out these spots, all right? Okay, so we're here at the Heng Teochew Porridge. 70-year-old heritage Teochew porridge stall with lava eggs and stuffed tau gua bao. Actually, many famous heritage Teochew porridge stalls have been closing recently, and it's getting harder to find similar stalls with the same standard. Auntie, how long have you guys been using at this stall?
20多年.
Alright, it's in Chinese, but like, mate, Uncle still had white hair, so you know it's been a while. And on first glance, we got some nice braised stuff. We got the stuffed tau pok. We got what I believe should be fresh fish cake and lava eggs, okay? And also the porridge. Now, a lot of people don't really know this, but there are different variations of porridge. I do find this one to be on the watery side. Now, they are really famous for their stuffed tau pok. Don't think a lot of people do this anymore. It's a nice braised tau pok. Firm on the outside, and then it's just soaked up all the gravy. It's on the saltier side, of course, because as you eat it with the porridge, that will balance out all the flavors. All right, let's try some of the duck. Nice and tender. I thought it was actually gonna be a bit more dry than it was, but it was pretty tender actually. So that's a bonus point. The fish cake's really nice. Really, really delicate and springy. Like not a chewy texture. Flavor is kind of there. And then the lava cake. It's got some pretty nice eggs, because like that color is not the normal egg color yolk that I see. The egg tastes like egg. Overall, I can tell that this is a little bit more heritage because they're not trying to be overly pretentious with their food. 70 years ago, this is what they were making. I'm pretty certain that not a whole lot has changed since then. So if you're eating this thing, it's a blast from the past, which is exactly what heritage stuff is. Also, Uncle was chatting up the crew a little bit. He's single, so if any of you hens out there wanna, come down and say hi to Uncle, he's up for a chat. Chatting up the xiao mei mei. Right, so we're here at Tong. So we're here at Tong. Tong Eating House started in 1939 as a traditional kopitiam, serving kaya toast, eggs, and kopi. By 9, it became a popular zi-cha spot run by the Tang family for generations. It moved from its original space in 2013 and now continues along Keong Road. We got the traditional morning Singapore breakfast, but there is a little caveat to that. They also serve this French toast with kaya, which is a little bit different. One thing that I do like about them is they don't serve just black soy sauce. They also serve just plain light soy sauce, which is what I grew up with in Malaysia. I think what's so fascinating about this is the traditional one. They are still grilling it instead of using a toaster. But you got some freshly made kaya toast, so you can see it's still got some chunks in it. The butter was also kept cold in some ice water, so it's nice. Let's just try it individually. The kaya is like not sweet at all. Like it's got a little bit of sweetness, but not sweet. It's got a bit more of that chunky flavor, texture, very coconutty. Dip it with the egg. Now when I was cracking this egg, usually you gotta like scratch it out a little bit, but this one you didn't have to do that at all. You just slipped it right out. I mean, it's delicious, right? It's like what you would expect. Just enough cookedness in the yolk where it's still watery, runny, but it's got little bits of chunks in it. So I really like that. Okay, let's try the French toast. Oh, so it's already nice cut up into little pieces for you. They put something on top. I think it's butter. Yeah, I don't think I've had kaya like this before, where it's still chunky. Nice change on the standard traditional kaya toast. And lastly, coffee. The coffee right now is a little bit more watered down, but originally, kopi here is a bit more on the thick side, which is what I like. This was like kopi kao. So I get a little bit more chocolatey flavors, more like caramel flavors in the kopi kao. Really nice kopi. I think the eggs are really well, nice and cooked. You get your traditional kaya toast, which I think the best part is the kaya, which is I think why people come back here for. Also, I think this place might last a little bit longer because at least I noticed a lot younger crowd here. So I think they've started to employ or at least started some transition into like a new generation to maintain this. So if you guys are looking for something authentic, old, and heritage, you can come here and support their business. Okay, I'm just gonna enjoy the last bit of this egg. All right, guys, we are here at Tong Kopitiam at Boon Kway Teow. But funny enough, we don't have any Kway Teow here. But we do have mee pok bak chor mee, Malaysian black noodle, and the Singaporean laksa. Again, this is another heritage location out here in Kembangan area. Opened since 1976. Started with two brothers, and now Mr. Po's son helps them run the stall. Actually, this whole area is run by the family, and each stall is run by different parts of the family. This is one of the rare occasions where we actually do see a second generation looking to take over, and that's actually really comforting to hear. Very local, very neighborhood vibes over here. Let's get it. Okay, first up, let's do the mee pok. I noticed this when they were cooking, when he does the double dip method. Hot water, cold blanching, hot water. I believe this is the only way to do proper noodles, especially if you got like fresh noodles like this. It is a little bit more on the sweeter side, less savory, no vinegar. Well, I usually like my mee pok with a bit more vinegar. Just good neighborhood dish. I haven't seen as often, which is this Malaysian style black noodle. Anything that is of this color is usually pretty good. It's a bit more savory. It's got that black soy kind of like depth to it. If I didn't know any better, you add some of that green chili on here. It's almost like a wonton mee. All right, laksa looks generous, very cow. You got your eggs, you got your fish cake, you got your tau pok, and you got some nicely cooked ham, which is your cockles. Ooh, yeah. I think the laksa is very good here. Just enough thickness. Not something that I would say if you're on a diet or anything, you should try. The flavors all there, very generous with the ingredients. So I want to actually cover the heritage part because I was talking to a brother over here. Back in the days when this was still all a kampong, right? His father, he purposely opened up the bak chor mee store so that he can cow the owner's daughter. So that's how this family came together and still owns this whole place. So this whole kopitiam store is owned by one family, and all the stalls here, except one stall, is actually run by the family members. They have the blessings of owning the actual property, so they don't have to worry about rent increases, which allows them to maintain the store's existence, right? And it has pretty good amount of neighborhood people dependent on the store to keep the business running. So if you guys are in Kembangan, come support this place. This particular stall is 50 years old this year. All right, so we've come to the end of our heritage tour. You can see that all the food that we tried today was not like crazy pretentious. It is the classic traditional Singaporean food. What I found interesting about today and all these heritage places is you actually could see 3 different types of potential outcomes in these places. With the Teochew place, you had 2 uncles or a brother and sister combo. They're old, they've ran the shop for a long time. I really don't think it will last very long, but also they were very happy. They were very content with their lives. They weren't striving for anything crazy. The second location, it was in a very expensive area, and you can see that although the food was good, it's also doing this transition to just being management or something of the lines. And in this last place, I think this place has a fighting chance of actually staying around for a long term because we see a second generation willing to take up the torch. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode of the Heritage Spots. And do let me know, like, what do you guys think about heritage spots in Singapore? Thank you for tuning in. Remember to follow SETHLUI.com if you haven't done so yet already. Follow me on Instagram if you haven't done so yet already. And I'll see you in the next episode. Peace. Actually stepping in to help. Oh, thank you very much, bro. Just step right in. What a G. Huh?